Now this one is called Hazye Bat. There's three voices on Hazye Bat. One's Jeffrey Dahmer's, and it's when he tells you when he thinks that something's funny because it's stupid, or that you're ugly because you're not hurting yourself enough. Voice number two is Adolf Eichmann, also known as Dennis Glugg. He lives over on the north side. Oh, that's just another bag. Who tells you when you're getting too smart. If you're getting too smart, then his stuff starts to kick in. Third voice is Woody. Woody's representing Germany more so than the others. And Woody tells you when you're too correct about something. If your intuition is catching on to something, you get out, or there's a noise outside, here's some people walking past the house, some people knocking on the door, some people driving by, some people driving the buses. They come in everywhere. Wherever you're most unguarded is where they're going to put something in. And this is important because you can turn out like Woody, Dennis, or Jeffrey Dahmer if you follow these instructions. And they got money. Believe you me, they got money. So, I'm on year 3 now. Year 2, first 2 years, you have to masturbate somewhere around 1,000 times or 2,000. It was 2,000, one for every year that Jesus wasn't here. You have to come 2,000 times, upload all of these different people into your head. They got a bunch of slaves in there. Here's a white guy, here's a retarded kid, here's another 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 retarded kid, here's those 3. And a couple good people who they blackmailed because the people who they blackmailed had an interest in keeping the undercover program alive because World War III was about to happen whenever it started. And now we're on the far end trying to close it, but these people want to keep the war constant so that they can keep up Hazye Bat. Because so long Hazye Bat's working, that means in some sort of fashion they're doing something for the United States. So they have it in their heads that so long they commit treason, they're fulfilling their obligation to the United States, which they just can't shake. You can't see the difference. We're cops. There's no difference. Get it? So they dressed them up as cops inside the witness protection program and then run foreign visits to whoever, Secret Service from other countries or whatever, right through that, and then fill it up with a bunch of corn-fed, so the bar is low. So you have one meeting and you have to sit somewhere, well, we're going to take you here, 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 and you don't get a bazooka. Here's what we'll do, terrorize our entire population to the point that you can't even hear those people. If you do have a meeting with those people, you're a terrorist and are going to be punished for it. You're going to pay for that. So, you have a meeting with the premier of China, and Jeffrey Dahmer finds something unsettling, such as concrete, then you get in trouble for it. You get punished for it. Something gets taken. You get insulted in a particularly horrible way. 3 ex-Nazi buddies just doing it, just doing it. Gosh. Those guys, man, those guys. So you upload it, all these different people's brains. So every time that you go from a part of the brain that represents, say, this retarded kid to this retarded kid, Dennis Glugg screams which area you're in. So while you're doing that, at this very far end, after 2 years of literally your brain being stretched, it completely destroys everything. It stretches the bones from the quantum level. You can make whatever shape you want. You can turn an ugly fat guy into a skinny little pixie. Little pixie girl into some blob. Just like that. Stephen Hawking invented it for this. And then on the back end, everybody who's in their right mind of religion trying to prevent Armageddon has been fighting HazeNet coming around. So like the corporations, fake faces, police brutality, everything bad is what this is. But they're doing a replay of what they did at the end of the Civil War, which is take all the bad shit and put it in one pile. This time, though, they put the people who are the bad shit in charge of the pile. Not really working out. So, they're already convicted of treason, is the thing. And as you go from one group to the other, sort of thing, there's people more guilty and less guilty and whatever else, which is just awesome with all this shit going on outside the window and everything. It's really for me, this is my benefit, all of it, And that's why they're doing the most they can to prevent it, because they wouldn't want to see me being benefited, because that might get in the way of me being a slut. And like sitting on a javelin. I wouldn't want that. Who would want that? So those things like books are enemies. Books are enemies. And this is how we're going to take care of it. And let's do that inside the hospitals as well. And we'll put those things in there because it's for you, and this is what, this one's doing. Obviously, so if you would please, try to make him feel bad, we would, let you keep your job. You know what? Let's fire you. We're just going to put a mask in there. We're going to handle it ourselves. We'll do it. We'll do it out of the kindness of we'll take our time. So then the company pays the mask, right? Whatever company you work, Target, hospital, whatever pays the mask, check goes to XYZ. They always have someone there. They pay you. So like they own the company or something like that, free labor. That's how that works. So you go from one part of your brain to the other, it's taking way too long, trying to shut it off. And so all these different characters and things, they manage them, and this is how they do that.